Yo, Hilton, what's up? How's things, man? Yo, Mr. Prophet. Elric, what's up, buddy? How's things on your side? Just keep me in check with the sound, if the sound is all good on your side. Thanks for joining, Hilton. Nah, Elric, all good on my side, buddy. All good, Mr. Prophet. All good. What are your thoughts on this whole new? Thanks, Hilton. Thanks. What are your thoughts on the new Captain Tsubasa? Damn, 515 Ks today. Damn. That's a lot of driving right there. Takes me back to the old days. What do you think of this new Captain Tsubasa? So as you know, on the Thursday there's updates like player changes, updates to new players, player form changes. Nah, that's good to hear. Yeah, it is a challenge. Look, they probably going into a direction that not many fans are agreeing with it, but I don't know. Honestly speaking, this game has just become more of a like literally like a video TV game kind of esque setup. But like I said, we love this game at the end of the day, and there's nothing we can do about it. And also on a Thursday, what happens is on a Thursday, if you're new to watching these things on a Tuesday, or sorry, on a Thursday, um, players gets updated, players gets added, player forms gets changed. So I want to check out what's new today. So Eden Hazard was added. You know, there's one player, one member on the R Gaming platform that got a free spin, and he managed to get Eden Hazard. I think this guy's gonna pull a lot of cash. A lot of players are gonna want to be spinning for him because yeah, he's an incredible player. But tonight we're gonna discuss the exciting things that's gonna come for 2025. Big thing is we got good news and we got bad news. So we got like one bad news, one thing to share, which is bad, and then the rest is all gonna be good news shared, and then also the next, what's coming next for the platform. Yeah, that's pure luck. Chiesa. You know what? Talk about luck. A player that is so super unlucky is this guy, Federico Chiesa. You know, when they say how the mighty has fallen, that is one of the guys that has fallen seriously, fallen far, far. And we have our new play of the weeks. Barella, box the box. Bob Barella. Weston McKennie, Alisson, Brahim Diaz, Weston McKennie. Nice, box to box. Well, I'm definitely adding this guy. Blocker, interception, super sub, long throw, weighted pass, low lofted, through passing, one touch pass, first time shot, acrobatic finishing. I mean, this guy has it all. He's a hard worker. Damn, that's beautiful. Well, he's definitely, and you know what I love about this? It's in a it's in a European pack, so that means it's a guarantee that I'm gonna get him. A player that has been doing well is Ulise. He's been doing amazing work out in Bayern Munich. What do you guys think of this pack? You know, I'm so tempted to go for Xavi because I'm looking for a epic orchestrator, but the main guy I'm waiting for is Perlo. He's the one player that I'm looking for, but it's gonna be a while. But honestly, I just think that these cards have been nerfed seriously. Like it's been nipped. That yeah, I don't think that it's quite worth it to spend for these players and spend. That's just my honest opinion. But look, if you're a fan, obviously the nostalgia behind it, so you're gonna wanna spend for this guy. But me honestly, yeah, I'm not gonna spend for him. Oof, that is for. I 100% agree with you. Way better, way better. But the mistake that I made was when I played when Perla was released. That was a time when I wasn't actually spinning for players. I wasn't building a team. But then the longer the game continued and the more players that was released, I mean, you were kind of to just forced to just build your squad. Alex is in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for joining. This looks interesting though. Let me see. I think this is probably that AC Milan. Oh, you can say that again, Prophet. You can say that again. The AC Milan pack is also a waste of. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of coins. Well, this seems to be the 2010. Yeah, this is the Wesley Snyder. I mean, boy, if you can remember, to those that can remember, this guy was absolutely a beast this season. Seriously, this is the one card that I would love to own, but two reasons why I wouldn't spin for this card or want this card actually is one, he's playing for my rival team, which is Inter Milan, and then second of all, I've got a Schneider card already. So, but it would be nice. Look, if I get him for free, why not? But I'm not gonna spend. Like I would select. Like we have to select players here. This is obviously a David Villa that is. Oh, it's a younger David Villa. This looks to be the Valencia one. Nice. Ljungberg, Arsenal fans. Nice. Yeah, snakes. You got that right. So I would actually pick Schneider out of this pack because it's free. Just because it's free. You know what? I actually saw something today that got me all excited. I think it's in this pack. Look at that. Gakpo. Cody. Cody looking beautiful. Balletti. Kudus. I don't understand why. No disrespect to Darren Fletcher though, but I don't understand why. I don't understand who would go for Darren Fletcher. I agree with you, David. The young David Villa was. That reminds me of Clayton. Reminds me of Clayton though. But there's something I saw today, and yep, a much better card of one of the stars that I'm looking for. So creative playmaker. I wanted him as a whole player though. Long range. Damn. Through passing. Creative playmaker. So let's see. 32 levels. Well, this is a player that I'm definitely gonna go for, but it's in a pack of 250. So let's see. Let's spin this free one. Let's see. Let's spin this free one. Well, I can't spin though. It's gonna take a while for me to clear this box also. Well, that sucks. So they are forcing us to play this game, to grind it out to get free chances. And what are the chances of me getting this heal discard? I mean, that just sucks. You know, right now I would pay to get a booming card of this boy. Seriously, I would just love to add this card to my collection. Well, that sucks. I got excited for nothing. Limited draw for 250. One player free. Not enough chance deals. So let's see. Oops. This is a young David Villa. And I think this David Villa has everything. I think this was a season that he was exceptional, and that is why Barcelona decided to buy him at 26 years old. And we all know what happened next. But in this, I think I would go for Schneider. Let's see. Schneider passing 32 levels. Let's see. Doesn't have long range shooting. That's a pity. Jiggerman is in the house. Yeah, the Prophet was right also by saying that AC Milan pack is it's a waste. I mean, they have all three players. I only know Franco Baresi by name, but I haven't seen him play. But Albertini before my time, Massaro before my time, way before my time. Well, to me, there's nothing exciting other than I get another chance to get Weston McKennie. Oh, this sucks. Only 3 chances. If I promise you, if I don't get Weston McKennie in this pack, I promise you, Konami's gonna hear. Konami's gonna hear from me because for the past 2 or 3 months, I think, yeah, I've been spinning for Player of the Week because I love Player of the Week and European players, but not with my own coins. It's the coins that they give me. So I've been spinning, but I don't get any player that I want. Like in this pack, I would love to get Weston McKennie, and I would love to get maybe Alvarez and Allison. Those are the plays that I would love to get in this pack, but the fact that it's a random draw just sucks, though. Seriously, it sucks. That's super disappointing. Eden Hazard. What do you guys think? Are you guys gonna spin for this guy? You guys gonna spin or not? Well, yes, nobody in this pack that I want. I don't know why Usman Dembele is still getting cards. I mean, this guy's a pure flop, seriously. I think he's just a snake. Cool. Let's see what's new. Match pass. Hey, match pass is 250. Let's see which players has been added. Leroy Sane and Sakani. Objectives. Let's check what the objectives is. Festive objectives. Let's see. Hey! So we got 50 coins. Chance deal. Okay. Hey, Luis Suarez. Okay. Why not? It's a free card. Why not? Let's see. So we got a free spin on the English League attackers, and then we also have a we have a European clubs, and then we got a Didier Drogba one. So earlier, one of our members, Sianda, actually got by this free spin right here. He managed to get Eden Hazard with this free spin. So you guys remember the last time when I did, when Konami blessed me with the events, they gave me like 100 coins, and then I went for that Spanish pack, and then I managed to get Xavi Alonso with one spin. Fancy that happening to me as well again with Eden Hazard. But I would rather, I would instead prefer. So with this free spin here, okay, I'd prefer Keenan Yildiz. If I could get this guy, if I could have a choice right now. Oof, taking us back now to the good old days, huh? The biting machine, the goal biting machine. Yeah, El Nino, Liverpool, El Nino card, and also a Suarez card. Imagine that. Imagine that. Booming. I'm definitely going for that if that had to come one day. But like I said, for this free spin that I'm going to spin now, I'm not interested in any of these epics. If I could get this player, I only want this one. This guy. Chances of a free spin out of 250. Damn. It's just not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen though. I do not think it's going to happen. But let's see, you never know. We never know. Let's Keenan Yildiz. I'm calling you. Yeah, I didn't get my hopes up. The chances of me getting a player that I want out of a box of 250. I mean, 150 is already like what needle in a haystack, but now 250. Well, this sucks seriously. So now I got like 230 or 249 players left just to get this player. That sucks. That sucks. Let's see. Let's see. English pack. Eden Hazard with one free spin. Thank you, Konami. Eden Hazard. And boom. Just the player I wanted. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, Konami has been they've been selfish. They have been selfish. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Cool. So yeah, the moment that we all obviously been waiting for. Let me just tone this thing down. So this is what's gonna come for 2025. So everybody that joined, if you are watching live, if you're already watching, thank you for taking up the time, obviously, to join in. So tonight we're going to discuss what's coming, the awesome year that we've had for 2024, and then also we're going to reflect on what was good, what was bad. But for 2025, we have one one thing to announce. Basically, it's bad news, and then the rest is good news. But these are all around planning for what's coming in 2025 regarding the platform. So first things first, a big shout out to each and every player, new, old, young, every player that has been with the platform for since day one up until now and still going strong. Thank you very much for the love and the support that you keep on giving the platform. I appreciate it very much. So, with that being said, now we reflect on 2024. 2024 has been a challenging year. We've had a successful season one, successful season two, season three. We actually had much more players, but somehow cracks started happening. And then, like I said previously in the last stream that I had, all these nitty gritty things started resurfacing, and players just started getting edgy. And then, yeah, we decided, you know what? Let's just call it. So, season three, yes, we had a successful new champion in the cup, but however, the league, it was, yeah, it was a bomb. It was a bomb because a lot of things happened because I think it was too long. There's a lot of ego that went into place, but yeah, I'm not going to reflect too much on that. It's all water under the bridge, but we learn from our mistakes. We learn from what we have done, and with that also, that is why the bad news that I need to announce is, unfortunately, due to past experiences with season 1, 2, and 3. Unfortunately, the big announcement with the bad news that's coming, and it's the only bad news that I'm going to announce, okay? Moving forward in 2025, there will be no leagues. No more leagues. We're just not going to have a league other than December. There is only going to be a Champions League, and that's going to happen next year, 2025, December, but we'll get to that. That is the bad news, unfortunately. We've decided that it's best this way. It's to keep the players engaged, to keep the players still going, and to still kind of grind and fight for this game and continue playing this game. Because let's face it, right now there's honestly nothing to play for in this game. There's nothing to grind out. There's only friendlies to play, but at the end of the day, there's nothing more to play for. I mean, the events is just rinse and repeat, but there's nothing to play for in this game anymore. So it's moving. A lot of players are jumping ship to UFL and FC, but at the same time, it's bad for the platform. So that is why the good news that we're going to share for 2025. It's a lot of good things coming. It's a lot of big things coming, a lot of competitions, a lot of things coming for 2025. So the bad news, unfortunately, is obviously, like I said, there will be no more leagues. Only the one that's coming, but that's later in December of next year. So gone with 2024. Now moving to 2025. 2025 is going to be a big year for the platform. The plan and the vision for this for the platform is to move from strength to strength, to grow our current members of about between 60 and 65 to 100 and plus. But the short-term goal is obviously to get it to 100. Long-term goal is to get it much more than that. But that's the long-term goal. But for now, 2025 is going to be big for us to grow the platform. It's going to be big because there's a lot of competition that's going to come. And like I said, no more league. But the good news around all of this is for the rest of 2025, there are going to be cup competitions that's going to follow throughout the year. So between January to November of 2025, there's going to be cup competitions. So the cup competitions is going to be a variety of tournaments that's going to take place. It's going to be weekend cups that's going to be taking place. There's going to be challenge events. There's going to be challenge cup events that I'm going to throw out. I'm going to have flash cups. I'm going to have co-op events that you're going to team up with the next player. You're going to have team up coalition cups. There's going to be epic competitions. There's going to be overpowered squad competitions. It's going to be balanced cups. Players that enjoy playing with the balanced squads. I mean, there's a lot coming next year, but it's all going to be cup competitions. Then much more good news. The long-term goal for this vision for 2025 is the Ultimate Champions League is going to kick off next year from the 1st of December. The Champions League is going to kick off. So that's the only league that we are going to have. That league is going to consist of 12 players. The top 12 players are going to be qualifying for that competition, and then the top 3 players will be rewarded with a ultimate prize. So the third place is going to be rewarded with a fairly decent prize. Second place is going to be awarded or rewarded with a awesome big prize. Then the top player for 2025 for the platform next year in the Champions League, whoever that player is that's going to win, that player will be rewarded with a, let's see, how do I put this? Let me put the word out there. It's going to be extraordinary. Your prize that you're going to win, it's extraordinary. It's big. It's expensive. It's going to be sponsored, but it's something that, no disrespect, most of you are aiming for. Some of you can't afford to purchase this item, but it's something that each and every player wants to add to their collection. And that's all I'm going to add to that. But it's exciting times. You're going to want to be part of that Champions League squad. So that's the long-term goal. So 12 players is going to qualify for that. So now you're probably wondering how you're going to be able to get to to get to that top 12 player list. So this is how you as a player will qualify. Each player automatically, first of all, each player on the platform that's part of the WhatsApp group, new player, current player, or players that's still going to be joining in the future, every player will automatically qualify to be added into the competitions that we're going to be playing. So all the events, all the competitions that I mentioned earlier, those competitions, okay, you're going to have to enter all of those competitions. So how it's going to work, first of all, so let's say our first competition happens. So let's say our first cup happens, okay? Every player is going to be awarded with points. It's going to be a points system. PS5. Wouldn't that be nice, yeah? Wouldn't that be nice? So, like I mentioned, we're gonna base the competitions off a points system. So every competition that you're gonna enter next year, from next year onwards, every competition that you're gonna enter, it doesn't matter if you are knocked out early in the competition. It doesn't matter if you get knocked out in the semis, in the quarters, in the knockout stages, in group stages. Doesn't matter. So there's gonna be a point system in place. So the further you go into the competition, okay, the higher your reward of points is going to be at the end of the day. So the more competitions you win, the more likelier you are going to be able to qualify for the top 12. And come the end of November, then the log will be sent out. I'm going to obviously send it out throughout the year, but then the final log will be sent out. So the top players then that has accumulated the most points, they are the 12 players that's going to qualify for the Champions League that's going to be playing for the ultimate 3 rewards. Any questions regarding that? So that's the long-term vision. Okay. If there's any questions so far, let me know. Let me know before I can continue. So with that being said, the first competition is gonna start in January. So I'm gonna discuss how the competition is gonna work. But the competition is gonna oops. Thanks, and Paul. Can you hear me now? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. How does it sound? How does it sound now? Is it loud enough? So Alex has a question by, so how is the points gonna work? So this is how the points are gonna work, okay? I'm still working. I'm still working. Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Indy. So this is how the point system is gonna work. Since I'm going to definitely, because yeah, you're gonna want to be part, because the prizes that's going to be sponsored is going to be big prizes that I can't say. It's going to be awesome prizes. But yeah, to get back to the question that Alex asked regarding the plans for next year. Okay, so the competition points is going to work like this. The system, however, I am still working regarding how the point system is going to work. So 80% completed. It's 80% completed with how the point system is going to work. But to give you a brief understanding with how the points is going to work, okay? So like I mentioned, there's no more leagues. There's not going to be a league again until the end of the year next year, which is the Champions League. So with any cup competition that I have just previously mentioned that we are going to throw out next year, it's going to be random cups, okay? Every round is going to have a point system. So let's say we are playing a group stage, okay? Group stage, for instance, example. We're playing a group stage cup, where in the group stage, for instance, there is like 5 points. So every player that drops out of the group stages, that doesn't qualify for the next round, okay? They automatically get 5 points, for example, right? It's not going to be 5 points, but it's just an example. So they automatically get, let's say, 5 points. So 5 points will be added to their log. So every player that qualifies for the next round, which is the knockout rounds, okay, from there you would say, let's say, 7 points. So if you get knocked out of the quarterfinals, if that is how far you made it, you automatically get your 7 points added to the log, right? Then you move from from knockout to quarterfinal. Then in the quarterfinal, all those players that get knocked out there would, let's say, be rewarded then 10 points, and then semifinals then gets maybe 12 points. You understand? So if you get knocked out in the semifinal, then 12 points gets allocated to your name. You make it to the semis and the final, or the final rather, and you win the final, then you get accumulated, let's say, 15 or 20 points, and the second place gets 15 points at the end of the day. Just an example. So automatically, every player that has entered the competition, whether you were knocked out first, whether you were knocked out last, doesn't matter where you were knocked out, you are going to gain points at the end of the day. It's just a matter of how many points, and the further you go in the competition, in any competition that's going to be placed or put out, the more or the higher points you're gonna be awarded. Does that kind of answer your question? Any other questions? Cool. Any other questions regarding what's coming and how it's gonna work before I move over to the next competition, or the first competition for 2025, because I think it's gonna be an interesting one. Like I mentioned, I sent it out on the group. It's the past and present. Past and present. So any other questions regarding how the point system is going to work or what's coming? Let me know. I'm going to give it about a minute before I move on. Luis Suarez. Speed at 56. Acceleration at 59. Damn. It's a poor card. It's a bad card. Cool. So it seems like there's no more questions regarding how it's going to work. Okay. So with that being said, if you don't understand anything, you can always DM me, but you can always just rewatch it and rewind it to just further understand. So moving forward, the first competition, like I said, first competition for 2025 is gonna kick off at, or not at, the new tournament, or the first cup competition for 2025 is gonna kick off at on the 27th. I just said at the same time twice. It's kicking off on the 27th of the first month, 2024. That is when the first cup will take place or start. The cutoff for the squads to be sent, if you are going to be entering the competitions, is going to be the 24th of 2025 at 8 p.m. That's the last that you can send in your squads. So the first competition is going to be called past and present. How do you enter? So I'll send out the invite. What's it now? Today is Thursday. I'll send out the invite, if not tomorrow, but I'll send out the invite. So whoever's interested will obviously be register, and then from there I'll take all the names that has registered, and then yeah, and the cutoff for registration is going to be on the 24th of January. So how it's going to work, past and present. It's going to be a fun competition. Okay, this is how the past and present, the first competition for 2025 is going to work. Past, So on the platform or on the WhatsApp group, you guys remember that I sent out a poll where I asked each and every player, which team do you support, or yeah, which team do you select, or yeah, you remember that one? So the reason why I did that, okay? First of all, I needed to know more or less what teams are we looking at. And second of all, so that you guys can have a brief understanding with what the plan is for the next competition. So this is how the next competition, the first competition for 2025 is going to work. Past and present. Past and present is simply going to be very, very simple. The team that you have selected, that you support, whether it be Barcelona, whether it be Juventus, whether it be AC Milan, Liverpool, Man U, does not matter. Whichever team you support, okay, you you are going to now build your Barcelona squad, or you're gonna build your team. Okay, so if you are supporting Barcelona, for example, just an example, if you are a player that supports Barcelona, okay, let me rather just move out here. Let me just move out quickly. So if you are a player that supports Barcelona, or you support Liverpool, whoever, your team that you support, so what you're going to do is you are now going to have about a month to build your team. Build your team to the best that you can get it. But here is where the restrictions comes in. So pay close attention when I say this, okay? Past and present means all the players that has played for your team, be it in the past or present, playing for your team. If they have played for your team, if they were registered, if they were on loan, if they just had a brief spell, or they had like a 1 month loan where it was, if they were on the books of your team in real life, okay, any player, you can add that player to your squad. If a player has retired, for example, so this is an example of my squad. Okay, this is not my final squad, but this is an example of my squad. Okay, so we all know that Fabio Cannavaro is one player that is passed. Buffon is passed. Pavel Nedved is passed. Right. Same with Cristiano Ronaldo is passed because he has played for my team. Chiesa is also passed, okay? Then we have De Ligt, who's now playing for Manchester United, okay? He's also passed. Current players, Danilo, Cambiaso, Locatelli, Kefren Turam, and then Conceição. These are current players. And then when you look at my bench, Vlahovic, current players, Weah, current player, Yildiz, Nico Gonzalez, Weston McKennie, all current players. Spinazzola, past player. Cancelo, past player. Kalulu, Bremer, they are all current players. So it's past and present. That is how you're going to build your squad. So now we get to the restrictions, okay? Don't worry. You can either rewind this or just track back if you don't remember everything, but I am going to send it out in the group, okay? Just to clarify the competition. So this is just a brief example, okay? The restrictions, however, for one, focus on the top right corner where it says collective strength. Your collective strength cannot be higher than 30-50. 30-50 is the highest that you can go for your collective strength. So anything 30-50 or 30-50 and below, that's fine. Okay, you can register that. So you can register that as your collective strength. So anything between 30-50 and below, you are restricted from that. Second of all, you are only allowed you are only allowed one player in each position, be it past or present, to be overpowered over 99. Okay, so in my case, you can only select one goalkeeper whether he's a epic player. If he has played for your team, you can register him. So in my case, my goalkeeper I'm selecting is Buffon. My epic defender I'm choosing is Cannavaro. My midfielder, epic midfielder, is Pavel Nedved. And then my epic or overpowered um, attacking player. What's up, Dino? So my overpowered attacking player is Chiesa. So for instance, if I had it like this, right now, it wouldn't qualify. Yes, my collective strength is below the 30-50 mark, but I cannot register the squad. So either or. So it's either one attacker between the left wing or the center forward needs to go. So in this case, I'm keeping Chiesa as my attacking player. So I'm dropping this Cristiano Ronaldo. Dropping this Cristiano. I'm dropping that Cristiano. Okay, that is 100, so I can't play with him. Let's just go past him quickly. I'm just trying to find Cristiano. There you are. Yeah, so like I said, so you are only allowed one player, one overpowered or epic or player that's above 99 in each position. So Chiesa is my attacker, whether he's a left wing. You can see on the right hand side, he's a left wing. So that means that he is my attacker. One attacker, which is overpowered, one midfielder, which is overpowered, one defender that is overpowered, and then one goalkeeper. So technically, you have 4 epics that you are allowed. Epics are overpowered that you are allowed, okay? So, as far as building your squad is concerned, so Konami hasn't been kind to my squad, for instance. So Konami has been very kind to the likes of AC Milan, Barcelona, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, I think, all the partner squads, and I think Manchester United as well. And here and there, Liverpool as well. So they've been very kind to them, and Real Madrid as well. So they've been very kind to them. So over this period, about since this game launched, there hasn't been player of the week, players of Juventus. There hasn't been like is the only epics allowed or epics and Showtime. Okay, Showtime and epics are the same. Okay, so if you're using a Showtime card, it automatically is a overpowered epic card. Okay, so OP, Showtime, and epic, it classifies as the same. Okay, so in this case, he's a Showtime, but if he's above, it's an epic player. Okay, so one epic player in each position. But like I said, if you do not understand or if you're a bit confused, just all you need to do is just reach out and then DM me, and then I'll just explain it further. But like I said, you have up until the 24th of January to build your squad. So it doesn't mean that you selected Liverpool as your squad, for example, that you're going to have to build your team as Liverpool. You can build any team that you want to, okay? Like I can register, for example, in this case, let me just show you an example. So I can register Barcelona, for example, okay? So if I decide, you know what, I'm going to register myself a Barcelona squad, and this is the squad that I'm going to play with, okay? Then this is how my squad would look, okay? So past and present. So this team, I can't register this team, right? I can't register this team because of the overpowered players. So as you can see, I have Romario, I've got Mendieta, I've got Ferran Torres, and then I've got Messi. They are all overpowered attacking players. So now I need to remove these players. So now I need to remove all of these players. So let me show you a better example. I'm gonna go to AC Under. How's things, man? Thanks for joining. Let me just show you Arsenal. So Arsenal, for example, okay? So let's say I want to register Arsenal as my team. Okay, this is how my squad would look. So remember the title name of this competition that starts the 27th of the first month of 2025 is past and present. So in this case, my goalkeeper is epic. Okay, there's no, there's one epic defender which is Lee Dixon. There's no other epic players in my defense. I don't have a epic midfielder from Arsenal, so I'm going with the normal based players. And then also in my strike line, attacker, Kai Havertz is my overpowered player in as my attacker. Okay, so remember in each position you are only allowed one overpowered player. Overpowered classifies as your showtime player, as your epic player, your legendary players, every player that exceeds 99. Okay, so as you can see, this is just a rough example of how your squad should look were you to register your squad. So this is Arsenal pack. Every player that is currently playing for Arsenal that has in the past played for Arsenal, if you've got a card laying around somewhere of an Arsenal player that played way back 1995 or has played in 2000, any past player, if they were registered under Arsenal, for example, they are allowed into your squad. Hey Keaton, thanks for joining. Always loyal. I love it, love it, love it, man. How's things? So, yeah, like in this case, Giroud. We all know that Giroud used to play for Arsenal, played for Chelsea, he played for Milan. He's now playing in the States. Okay, I can register Giroud because he's a past player that has played in the past for Arsenal. Same with Kieran Tierney, sorry. So Kieran Tierney is currently playing in Spain. He's not playing for Arsenal no more, but because he is and was on the books of Arsenal, I can now either put him on the bench or I can put him as my starter. Same with Lee Dixon. Lee Dixon was a player that used to play for Arsenal way before my time, so he is a player from the past, and that is why it's called past and present. So this is more or less how your Arsenal squad would look, and how your squad should look. So you are allowed to have player of the week cards. You are allowed to have players with these booster icons right here. You are allowed to have that, but they cannot exceed the 100, or they cannot exceed more than 99. So 99 and below, any player can be used in your squad if they were registered. And if you're deciding to put in an epic or overpowered player, you can only put in one in each position. Okay, so remember utility players doesn't count. So for instance, let's say Dixon. Let me just check here. So Lee Dixon, let's say Lee Dixon could play as a right wing. So because I'm putting him in my squad as my epic, okay, that doesn't qualify that I can put him here and then add another defender. It doesn't work like that. You are only allowed to put one defender. So whether he can play multiple positions, he is the only defender that you can register in your team as a defender. Same with your goalkeeper. Same with your midfielder. If your midfielder can play in the center back, if your midfielder can play in the strike line, if your midfielder can play as a goalkeeper, that is fine. That's totally up to you. But as a midfielder, you can only register one midfielder, whether he be attacking, center, defensive, doesn't matter. One epic player, one epic defender, one epic goalkeeper, and then one epic attacker. So, if you do not have any of your players, okay, definitely, yeah, yeah. So for you, lucky player that managed to get Eden Hazard. So yes, if you are playing with Real Madrid, right, you can put in Eden Hazard because remember, Eden Hazard will then now fall as a past player. But remember, he will be your attacker. Okay. So if you are planning to put in, let's say, Showtime Vinny or Showtime Mbappe or Showtime, any attacking player of Real Madrid, you cannot add him, even though you're not going to play him in the attacking. If his card says he's a winger, if his card says he's an attacking player, striker, support striker, winger, you cannot place that player in. So if Eden Hazard is your attacker, go for it. He's a past player. Okay, so if you do not have, like myself, for my Juventus squad, I don't have a lot of player of the week players. I don't have a lot of powerful players. Example, I'll show you now again for those of you that joined late. In this case, unfortunately, you're going to have to go to the GP market. Then you're going to have to purchase these players or players that you want to fill up your squad. And remember, it's not just your 11, your first 11 that needs to be part of your team's squad. No, your full 23-man squad needs to consist of either past players that has previously played for your squad that was in the books, whether it be they were on loan, whether they were on a 1 month loan, 3 month, 6 month, year, 2 year loan, doesn't matter. If they are currently playing for your team or were playing for your team, they do qualify to play and be registered to your team. The same with Danny Welbeck. We all remember that Danny Welbeck used to play for Manchester United and used to play for Arsenal as well. So that is why he qualifies to be part of the Arsenal squad if he's the player that you're looking for. Okay, then let's go to let me just see. Who else do we have here? Juventus, Arsenal. I tried building a Barcelona squad. So let me just show you of a team, how a team would look that cannot qualify. A team that cannot qualify. Okay. So let's say I wanna register Barcelona. So this is the Barcelona squad that I wanna register. This team cannot be registered. For one, in your starting lineup, you have 2 attackers that is above the 100 and above. So Ferran Torres and Messi is above 100. So that means one of these players needs to be dropped out of your squad. Okay. All the midfielders and the defenders and the goalkeepers all fine. Okay. Sergio Busquets, he's a player that used to play for Barcelona. He can also be registered. So let's look at your substitutes. In this case, if Romario was my attacking player, my epic attacking player, that would mean I need to make a choice now. One of these 3 players right here on top that I'm showing you on the screen, one of these 3 players needs to be dropped. So in this case, obviously, I'm not going to want to drop Messi. So I'm going to have to, I'm just going to put any random player in here. I'm going to put any random player in here. And then okay, so another thing right here. So as you can see, Antoine Griezmann is a support striker. Yo, Shamir, how's it? Griezmann is a support striker. Messi is a winger. Okay, so both of these players are attacking players, like you can see. So one of these players needs to be dropped. So in this case, I'm not going to drop Messi. So now I need to drop Griezmann. So in this case, as you can see, the reason why I'm keeping Mendieta. So you can see on Mendieta's card, Mendieta, even though he can play multiple positions, he can play in the right wing, he can play as an attacker, he can play as a striker, he can play all of those positions. But because his card says RMF, that means he's a right midfielder. So he automatically falls into the category as my epic player that I'm going to be playing in the midfield. Okay, so even if he can play as a striker, for example, he qualifies as your midfielder because his card says right midfielder. Okay, so don't get it confused if you're coming up with that that situation right there. So this is a team that I can register as my Barcelona squad. For example, past players, which is Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets, and Mendieta. These are all players that were playing in the past. They were registered, and then it's blended in with current players between all these players. Um, the entire defense, goalkeeper, Sergio Busquets is a previous player that used to play, and then Pedri. All of these players are current and past, so it's a blend. So, like you can see, this is a squad that I can register if I want to enter the competition that starts the 27th of January. Okay. So now I'm gonna go to my squad again. So, like I mentioned, there hasn't been a lot of cards, a lot of powerful cards from Juventus in the past. Okay, there hasn't been. Okay, so I just want to show you an example. So even though Chiesa can play left midfielder, right midfielder, he can play as a midfielder. If you look over here to the right hand side on his card, yeah, under the rating it says left wing. So that means he's automatically my attacking player. So if there had to be left midfielder, then he would qualify for my midfield epic player that I can add to my squad. So he's my attacking player that I'm keeping. Okay. And then my midfielder, as an overpowered midfielder, is going to be Pavel Nedved, for example. And then my defender is Cannavaro. And then my goalkeeper is Buffon. So this is how your squad would ideally look if you were to register your squad. Okay. And unfortunately, if you cannot find, let's say, for example, you would love to have an epic card of Yildiz. Like in my case, I would love to have an epic card or just a more powerful card other than this current card that I have. If I can't find one, unfortunately, you're going to have to get a GP one or get a replacement for him. So this isn't my final squad, but this is just to show you guys as an example of how this how your squad is supposed to look. So these are all players that used to play for Juventus and are currently playing for Juventus. So we all know that Morata used to play for Juventus, now with AC Milan. I'm registering him. Same with Zakaria and Adrian Rabiot. Both of these players used to play, so they fall under the past. Same with Cancelo and Spinazzola. Past players, but these players are current players. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Let me know. Any questions? That's actually a good question. So, as far as your coach is concerned, you can use any coach. Any coach you can use. Um, so, unfortunately, there is no coach that there's no coach that is designated to your team. Like all the coaches are not on the game. You understand? So, for example, something like Arteta is on the games, but it's not going to be fair for me to be playing with Arsenal with an overpowered Arteta, but you are playing with your squad, and you have Jurgen Klopp, or you don't have your coach that's playing. So you can put in any coach you can put in. Any other questions? If not, that concludes that concludes the announcements and the plans. For those of you that joined late, no, you cannot swap out any managers, you cannot swap out any players during the competition. So while the competition is on, you cannot make any changes. There will not be a transfer window for you to make any changes to your squad. So that is why you have about, let's see, you have about a month to build your squad. So if you are thinking of entering the competition come next year, I think I suggest you start building your squad, and hopefully they release some powerful players in your position. So like in my case, I'm hoping that they are releasing more Juventus players, like Player of the Week Juventus players, because they are doing well in the Champions League. They're doing well in the league as well. So I'm hoping that I get better versions of these cards, so that I don't need to use these. Don't need to use these GP players. Because if I play with these GP players, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna get murdered. Get murdered. But I saw these Weston McKennie, another random draw. But yeah, hopefully I can get him. Hopefully I can get him. Anybody else? Anybody up for a or for a friendly? Let me know. So I already started, obviously, building my squad, but it's not the final. It's not the final squad. I'm still way off from still way off from our final squad. But this is just a rough example of how your squad should look. Thanks, Prophet, for joining, man. Have a lekker day tomorrow, buddy, man. Have a lovely day tomorrow. Anybody keen on a yeah, I got time for one friendly though. Not. I'm just gonna. Okay. Alex always keen. Alex always keen. Always keen. Always keen. That's what I like about this guy. See, Andy, if you're still online, let me know. Did you test out Hazard? Did you test him out? How does he play? How does he play, man? Let me know. Not too keen on him, though. Cool. I'm joining, Alex. Sir Alex Roykin. Yo, that's a lekker one. That's a lekker one. That's a lekker one. So, Alex, I'm gonna play with my current Juventus squad that I'm still building. A busy to build Liverpool team. What is a busy to build team? I get what you're saying, a busy to build, but Dushan is out. Nico Gonzalez is out. Damn. I was hoping to use Ronaldo and these players. So Iniesta has retired. So he automatically falls as a past player.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
Okay, Alex, let's get started, buddy. Let's get started.
So it's down to business here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free.
Yildiz!
And that's caused a worry or two.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what role this guy Coman's been given here. I've always been impressed with his ability to run at and beat people consistently. Some decry the fact he doesn't have the end product to match his dribbling, but he is better than he's given credit for. A beautiful out-to-win attacker.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Oh, come on, Loka. Oh, shit.
Now it's Mane, and the shots! And he's done it!
That was my mistake. My mistake.
And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So, a breakthrough already. Szoboszlai, Mohamed Salah. Interesting ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Driving on and making good progress. Miretti.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's got away. Conceição going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Besiktas really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gravenberg does really well to win the ball there. Great ball if he can get there.
Buffon.
Buffon deals with it effortlessly. Cambiasso. Good spot, he's seen the run. He has found the way through. Pulls it back. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Miretti. Danilo. He's gone for goal!
Conceição.
Oh
Conceição. Ha ha ha.
That is
Yeah.
a gem! An absolute gem! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Come on, ref man.
Besiktas grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Danilo. Conceição. Conceição will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And Miretti. Over to the left. And Koeman. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nunez. Locatelli. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's nice. Can he get it through? Yildiz gets his pass away. Koeman.
Koeman, come on, Koeman, man.
That'll be a throw. Yildiz. He's had a hit! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Oh, there's a probing ball. So what can they make of this? Nunez, he's picked his way through. Can he finish? He scores! Into the lead once more. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
Liverpool go into the lead. Danilo. Besiktas are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Szoboszlai. Alexander-Arnold. Mane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Szoboszlai.
This is the time you need that pace.
Locatelli did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Terrific header! Harmlessly behind.
I think he deserves credit for getting something away, given that he had to contend with a double dose of closing down.
What a throw in. And he's had it nicked away. That is good alertness. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed.
Pretty decent game, yeah.
There is a balance
Bart
wherever you look.
Shilton.
Just a quick request.
Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Szoboszlai. Good running, strong and purposeful. It's Salah! Miretti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. McAllister. Vardiol. Fiddles it through. Now the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Yildiz. He's tried one! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Gravenberg picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Mane. That's tidy. Yildiz. And they can counter here. Now it's Coman. Coman showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Besiktas needing a change of fortune here. Now it's Darwin.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got the shot away! Oh, he's been caught napping. Played out to the right. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Danilo, who's set up one goal so far. Miretti. Besiktas perhaps contemplating their next change here. Chiesa. Now it's Nedved. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! They want to be quick to recover this. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Alex is playing some good footy, yeah?
Is exactly the approach
Good football.
now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cambiasso. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. McAllister. And Konate.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gravenberg. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well played. Danilo. To McAllister. Miretti. Nedved. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, super ball! Summerslide!
Beauty.
And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Beauty, beauty, Alex. Beauty.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Nedved. Locatelli. He's cut it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's a look and place it forward. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Hey, Konami, Konami,
been caught on
Konami.
it
Why
here.
you do me wrong?
Goalkeeper's
Yes,
ball.
that was an open goal, look now.
Nedved. Cambiasso. Szoboszlai. And Gravenberg. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped.
Oh, what has happened here? Locatelli. Conceição. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Dijk powering forward here. Short changes him with that pass. Liverpool clearly now in lead preservation mode. Turns and goes. Chance! And the keeper has reacted.
Lekker match,
superbly
Alex.
there.
Lekker match.
actually
Dude, if you
didn't
play
do
like
an awful
this,
lot wrong, to be honest.
serious contender.
It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. So that's it.
Well done,
It is
Alex.
all over.
Well
The
done.
Besiktas were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they
Lekker
were
match,
found
buddy.
wanting when it
Lekker
mattered.
match.
That is simply not how you go about winning. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well,
Hello,
Peter,
everybody,
I
and
really couldn't
please
see
join
what
me
this
in
team
wishing
was
a
trying to
happy
achieve,
wedding
whether it's the
anniversary for one of
manager's
our
message
fan
not
club
getting
members.
through or not.
Cool. Thanks. Anyway. So yeah, thanks gents for joining. Thanks for joining up until this point. Thanks Alex for the match, and yeah, good luck. If you obviously not clear on what needs to be done going forward, let me know. DM, and then I'll explain it further to you. For now, it's peace out, and I'll see you next time.